Just want to make sure right now that, you know, I don't want to see Wolverine, because right now I'm going to unbox something that would just quite frankly piss him off. Everybody knows Wolfie don't like Sabertooth. Oh man, it's just a fact. So today, I'm Eric Ferris, your host here on the Motherboards.org YouTube channel. We're bringing you another enthusiast level unboxing. This is the X79 Sabertooth from ASUS. This is for the new LGA 2011 platform. This is the new socket that Intel's bringing with their new CPU. And today we brought you a lot of unboxings and a couple of reviews. That said, let's jump right in and let's get really funky with the box. Now that we're here, and we know that Wolverine's not around, we'll continue on with the Sabertooth unboxing. Here we go, you see the Sabertooth X79 motherboard from ASUS. PCI ready 3.0. Just going to flip the top right up here, show you guys a lot of the basic features here. We'll start up here. Thermal armor, which you guys have seen if you've seen these Sabertooth motherboards. They have a full armor thing covering the board. Thermal radar helps keep it running cool. They also have new Digi Plus power control. This is an all new digital power control for both your CPU and DRAM. This helps keep everything running smooth and cool, and actually will help increase the life of the motherboard. They use tough components certified by military standards, kind of like, you know, MSI says military motherboard. Well, everybody's kind of going on one thing and they call them tough components. Flip on down. ASUS SSD caching, 3 times performance at a click. This is basically the smart response technology, but on their board, and it's supposed to work just a little bit faster than normal. USB 3.0 boost, faster USB 3.0 transportation with UASP. We'll get more into that when we do the full review. Then we have the USB BIOS flashback, easy, worry-free USB BIOS flashback, which probably means that when your BIOS goes bad and you have a previous one in there, you'll just be able to bop right back over and put the one that worked and get up going right again. So now let's just jump in and we'll see what's in the box. We'll get into more of the features when we actually do the full review. Plus, I'm actually really sick today. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but I'm really feeling miserable today on launch day. I'm barely making it. So right off the bat, so far this has been the best design one, although it has some plant matter here for some reason on it. Odd. But so far this one has really nice packaging. Go ahead and just remove this top piece right here. I'll go ahead and just remove all of the components, or what we would call the content page on a written review. I'll go ahead and just remove all this stuff out of here, get the box out of the way. All right, so we'll start off with this. We've got 1, 2, and 3 of your SATA cables. Then we've got the rear I/O fully decked out, all the writings on it, so that you'll be able to see it and be able to clearly know where all your stuff hooks up in case you don't know. Most people do, but maybe some don't. And then, wow, all right, hey, check out my driver. I really like this. This is a fully market bound, you know, Sabertooth X79 SCD written in handwritten writing. All of you guys out there, you guys will be getting your disc. It'll be just the same as this with handwriting. No, I'm just kidding. Mine's probably a pre-release board, so that's like this. I want a new one, doggone it. All right, we'll get that out of there. Here are all your easy connects. These plug into your motherboard and they plug into all your case wiring and everything. They make it very simple for you to connect your case to your motherboard. Makes it simple and easy in installation, much quicker. It also comes with an Intel LGA 2011 Intel CPU installation. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys something. This is a totally different CPU install than anything else you've ever been doing. Like all the other ones you ever installed are gonna have like a back thing or you just pop them in. This one actually mounts directly to the zip socket. It's the trippiest thing you guys are ever gonna see. We'll actually probably do a review on just how to install one because it's so different. Then we have right here the Sabertooth X79. This is the motherboard user guide. All that good stuff in there. And here's a certificate of reliability. The Sabertooth X79 motherboard guarantees it will be up and running fancy for you. It even got a certificate to say so. And then last but not least, we get one little crossfire bracket here. Kind of odd, just one little crossfire bracket out of all the things you get in there. But it's there. So there we go. That's all of that. I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way and get into the meat and potatoes of it, which is the motherboard. Let me just do it. Pull that over here. Now, I must say right off the back, people, that out of all the motherboards I've pulled out today, this one is by far the heaviest. This thing weighs a lot. Sabertooth is all about deluxe features and cooling. Now, last series, a lot of people talked a lot of crap about the design. They didn't like it, but I thought it was really cool. I think this one's even cooler. I mean, look, right at the bat up here, all this stuff right here, the color scheme of it is kind of military. You've got kind of the military green, the black. Everything on this board is all totally cooled. I like that a lot. Look, you've got cooling fan down here, active cooling. The only thing about this and the active cooling is that eventually this fan will start making noise. That's the only drawback, but it should be good for about 2 years. You also see there are 8 slots of memory. This is the quad channel memory, but don't confuse yourself. Quad channel memory is just dual channel memory with a lot of extra sticks in there. And plus, if you're going to be running all these things at the same time, that's going to be a lot of power to be running through your motherboard. You've got the 24-pin power here. Then you have the 8-pin power connector up here. As far as fan connectors, there are quite a few on the board. I'll start off over on this side. We have one here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And where's the other one at? 5 fan connectors on the board. So that's quite a few. Most people don't even have that many fans, but they can all be controlled through the BIOS and the motherboard. Around here, we have your breakout box thing here. This is for your USB 3.0. Right here, you can see it's a little bit hard to see, hard for the camera to get in here, but right here you have the Mem OK button. This is when you install your memory. It'll tell you if there's something actually wrong with the memory, whether it's running bad, problems, or whatever. It'll let you know. Also, the LGA 2011 ZIF socket, it's really big. Like I've talked about this before in a couple of my unboxings, like this thing's giant. It's kind of like just having, your own Xeon for the desktop, really big. Now, as far as the support for video cards goes, this is a little bit less than we've seen on other motherboards. And still, once again, we do see one of the slots very close to the memory. I'm not very fond of this. I mean, I'm obviously it's going to work because ASUS designed it not to, but I just wish it was a little bit farther away. All right, as we move down the board, we see that the PCI support is a little bit best than all the other motherboards we saw today. This one only actually has 3 slots, and we also see it jumps back and has an old school PCI slot in here. Now, these PCI 1X slots, I don't really even know why these include these on the motherboard, because they're basically the same slots as these. I don't even know why they even use these. The things that go in this can go in this, so I've really never understood why they have these. There may be use for them, but not really much yet. The big thing that we see on here, though, is a lot of support for USB 3.0. All down here we have a lot of stuff, and then we see the USB 3.0 boost. So these guys have a lot of stuff going on with USB 3.0, which is cool because there's going to be a lot of products that are going to be hitting the market really soon for that. All right, so now let's take a look at the rear I/O. The rear I/O on this board is really crazy because there's a plastic covering housing the entire thing. There's a fan right here, and there's a heatsink right here that's actually keeping all of the components on the other side totally cool. Then you can see you've got support for all kinds of things on this rear I/O. You've got multi-connections. You've got 2 right here. Now these are multi-type of connections. These provide power and connectivity for the connections that you're using. You've got USB 3.0 right here. You've got FireWire, kind of odd. A lot of motherboards don't see really good FireWire anymore. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of your standard USB. Down here below right here is a combo port, and then we have 2 more USB 3.0, and then an RJ45 port for your LAN connectivity, and then once again you got your 7.1 audio. And sorry guys, I gotta admit to you guys, like I'm really sick. I feel like I've got pneumonia. I know I don't, but I'm feeling really sick, and it's been actually hard for me to get all these things together for you guys today. But this is the unboxing. This is the X79 Sabertooth. This is an enthusiast level motherboard for the new X79 platform being released today. Thanks for watching the unboxing. Sorry I don't feel good guys, but I'll have the full review for you guys in the next few days.